Geek Out! Pinkies up. It's time for another Geek Out Book Club. I'm Sam.
I'm Jake.
This week we're talking about another Dark Horse book. We're talking about Bounty, which is we're talking about the debut issue of this miniseries. It's a 6-issue miniseries for Dark Horse Comics, written by Curtis Weeb of Rat Queens fame,
Yeah.
and with art by Mindy Lee. So if Rat Queens is Curtis Weeb kind of delving into a lot of those classic fantasy tropes, Bounty is him like jumping all over like sci-fi.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, what did you think of the book?
It was cool. I mean, it's again, I'm always fascinated by debut issues to see what they're doing. I like more questions than answers, obviously. This is a great book to open that world, you know. It's just definitely, like you were saying, something I think Curtis is looking forward to or enjoying, really diving into that sci-fi element. I really enjoy the color schemes of the book, you know, a lot of like the neon.
Oh, it's very brightly colored.
Yeah, really it grabs you just from the first couple pages, you know.
Leonardo Olea is the colorist for this book, and he really makes it pop.
Yeah. I really like a lot of the character designs as well. Smiley face robot man at the end of the book. Just all of it, you know, just it's cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's the debut issue's out in comic book shops everywhere on Wednesday, July 6th, which is tomorrow. So yeah, you know, definitely check it out. It's a 6-issue mini. Hopefully we'll see some more. I don't know if it's going to be a pretty close-ended story.
Yeah.
Focuses on these two sisters who are basically on the run, and they basically become bounty hunters in their own right. So a lot of kind of rollicking. Yeah, it's a romp, man. It's a romp in space.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Curtis Weeb once or twice, and he's just like the nicest guy.
Oh yeah, he used to do like a signing at the shop, right?
He did a signing at the shop, a couple years ago when Raccoons was first coming out, and then I helped carry his books in the Seattle Emerald City Comic Con to his table.
Oh, sweet!
And he was just kind of around the table, of course, you know, and just a really nice guy.
I ran into him briefly at WonderCon back in March.
Yeah, and I remember a lot of people were cosplaying as, you know, the Rat Queens characters, and he was always just like, "Oh my God!" You know, you had to get a picture with them. And
yeah, that's got to be so cool to have like your own creation.
That really does.
And I feel like, you know, again, this Bounty has a lot of creation at like. There are some people that are going to cosplay the shit out of it.
Well, I mean, even if, and I don't mean this as like a thing, even if you don't read a single word, you just look at it and you see a picture of it, you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
I mean, you look at that cover, you know, also drawn by Mindy Lee.
Yeah.
Very striking.
Yeah.
Very striking. Kind of like a good bubblegum pop sensibility to what I think is usually kind of a grimy side of sci-fi.
Yeah.
Kind of the bounty hunter story. Because like in Star Wars, the bounty hunters are like the grimiest thing.
That's true.
But this, it's bubblegum pop, man. It's awesome. So again, Bounty #1, Dark Horse Comics, written by Curtis Weeb, art by Mindy Lee, and colors by Leonardo Olea. I don't usually mention colorists on the show. I probably should more.
But what's really what's really nice about that, like that I love that artists do. I tweeted Trad Moore once about, like, you know, these are some of my favorite pieces of him. And he's like, "Oh, thanks, man, cool." And he like retweeted it, and then afterwards he made sure to mention every colorist who worked on it, you know.
Yeah.
So I know that's a good thing we should start mentioning more of.
Yeah, but especially, I mean, on this book,
yeah, absolutely.
The color is superb.
Yes.
Fantastic palette. But yeah, you know, definitely check it out. Again, in comic book shops everywhere, Wednesday, July 6th. This has been another Geek Out Book Club. I'm Sam.
I'm Jake.
Keep reading. This has been another Geek Out production. If you enjoyed what you heard, hey, you know, we've got a new commentary every Monday. We've got a special episode every Friday. Of course, there's the usual catching up show every Wednesday. And you get book club episodes just about every Tuesday these days. Thanks for listening.